People travel long distances to make it home for the holidays, but most of those homes do not look like the ones in this week's Northwoods adventure. Shane Lee takes a stroll through Linden Hill Historic Center for Christmas at the Mansions.
The spirit of the season was alive and well inside the Musser and Weyerhaeuser mansions in Little Falls despite the lack of a white Christmas. The snow shortage actually helped the event.
Last year we had a lot of snow, which kind of impacted how many guests came, but this year we've had no snow, so we've had really good attendance.
The Sounds of Christmas provided the theme for the 5th annual Christmas at the Mansions fundraiser. Each decorator chose a song and appropriate ornaments for the many rooms of the homes.
The bulk of it was started on November 14th, and we gave the decorators until November 22nd, and then we do a walkthrough, and then it's good to go.
The music room's theme comes from "Oh Christmas Tree."
It's hard to believe that this beautiful music room would not be here if Mr. Musser had not gone on a long business trip, allowing Mrs. Musser to build the room and the pipe organ behind his back.
They were an extremely musical family, and they also started Little Falls Musical Arts Club back in the early 1900s.
Both of the mansions were built over a period of 3 months in 1898.
I know it seems unbelievable that a house this big could be built that quickly, but they had a labor force. They were lumber barons.
Lumberjacks employed by Drew Musser and Charlie Weyerhaeuser harvested wood in the winter, which was the only time logging used to take place. The homes were built in the summer to keep the lumberjacks with the company all year round.
The Weyerhaeusers had left here in 1920 after the lumber in central Minnesota ran out. Charlie liked being a lumberjack, and he followed the lumberjacks.
The Mussers' only birth child, Laura Jane, lived in the Weyerhaeuser house from 1955 until her death in 1989. She left the entire property and its contents to the city of Little Falls.
When the city opened this house, Drew's toothbrush and razor were on his sink upstairs. It was just as if he had left.
The presents under the tree would suggest that Santa Claus also had just left from Christmas at the Mansions. Shane Lee, Lakeland News.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.